Architecture is more than just buildings. It reflects our values, our aspirations, and our place in the world. American architecture in particular tells a captivating story. From humble colonial dwellings to soaring skyscrapers, it mirrors the evolution of a nation. This essay journeys through time. We will explore the key styles that have shaped the American landscape. Each style offers a glimpse into the social, cultural, and technological forces that have shaped the nation. The earliest American architecture reflected the practical needs of settlers. Colonial houses were simple and functional, built with locally available materials. In New England, we see the iconic saltbox houses with their steep roofs designed for snowy winters. The mid-Atlantic region featured sturdy brick houses, often with gambrel roofs for added space. Southern plantations showcased grander homes with sprawling verandas to combat the heat. These regional variations highlight the diverse environments and cultural influences present in early America. As America gained independence, its architecture reflected a newfound sense of order and refinement. The Federal and Georgian styles emerged, characterized by symmetry, balance, and classical details. Federal houses typically featured Palladian-inspired doorways and decorative elements like fanlights and sidelights. Georgian homes were more restrained, emphasizing simplicity and proportion. These styles embodied the ideals of the newly formed nation, reason, order, and a clear break from the past. The 19th century witnessed a surge in national pride, a time when the United States was finding its identity and asserting its place on the world stage. This era was marked by a fascination with classical antiquity, as Americans looked to the ancient civilizations of Greece and Rome for inspiration. This sentiment found expression in the Greek Revival and neoclassical styles, which became prominent in American architecture. Greek Revival buildings, with their iconic columns, stood as symbols of democracy and civic virtue. The pediments and friezes on these structures evoked the democratic ideals of ancient Greece, reminding the citizens of the values of justice and equality. This architectural style was widely used for public buildings such as courthouses, libraries, and government offices, symbolizing the aspirations of a young democracy striving to establish its principles and governance. Neoclassical architecture, on the other hand, embraced Roman influences, bringing a sense of order and grandeur to the American landscape. Featuring domes, arches, and monumental facades, neoclassical buildings conveyed a sense of stability and permanence. Together, these architectural styles created a sense of permanence and grandeur, blending the ideals of ancient civilizations with the aspirations of a new nation. Reflecting America's growing power and influence, these buildings stood as testaments to the nation's democratic ideals and its commitment to enduring principles. As people walked through these grand halls and admired the intricate details, they were reminded of the rich heritage and the democratic values that these structures embodied. The rise of democracy in stone was not just about architecture, it was about creating spaces that inspired and united a nation, spaces that continue to tell the story of America's journey towards democracy. The Victorian era marked a period of rapid industrialization, economic growth, and social change. Victorian architecture reflected this dynamism through a fusion of styles, intricate details, and a celebration of ornamentation. Gothic Revival, with its pointed arches, stained glass windows, and medieval references, gained popularity. Italianate villas, characterized by their low-pitched roofs, wide eaves, and decorative brackets, offered a romantic alternative. The eclecticism of Victorian architecture reflected the era's fascination with history, technology, and the exotic. The late 19th century witnessed a technological revolution that transformed American cities, the rise of the skyscraper. The Chicago School, led by architects like Louis Sullivan, pioneered this new building type. Using steel frames and new elevator technologies, they built taller and taller structures. The invention of the elevator was paramount to this new era of architecture. These buildings emphasized functionality and verticality, reflecting the ambition and optimism of a rapidly growing nation. While the skyscraper symbolized urban progress, a counter-movement emerged that sought harmony with nature. Lloyd Wright, one of America's most celebrated architects, led this movement with his Prairie School style. Wright's designs featured low-pitched roofs, horizontal lines, open floor plans, and an emphasis on natural light. He believed in creating buildings that were in harmony with their surroundings, blurring the lines between indoors and outdoors. Modernism, embracing simplicity and new technologies. The early 20th century witnessed a radical shift in architectural thinking with the advent of modernism. This international movement rejected ornamentation and embraced simplicity, functionality, and new technologies. Modernist buildings, with their clean lines, geometric forms, and innovative use of materials like steel, glass, and concrete, represented a complete break from the past. This style celebrated the machine age and the potential of technology to create a better future. Postmodernism, a playful critique of modernity. By the mid-20th century, the austere aesthetics of modernism faced criticism for its perceived coldness and lack of human scale. Postmodernism emerged as a reaction, challenging the dogmas of modernism with playful forms, historical references, and a rejection of absolute truth. Postmodern architects borrowed elements from different styles and periods, creating buildings that were often playful, ironic, and thought-provoking. Contemporary and sustainable architecture building for the future. Today, American architecture continues to evolve, driven by concerns for sustainability, technology, and social responsibility. Architects and designers are increasingly aware of the impact that buildings have on the environment and are striving to minimize this impact through innovative design and construction practices. Contemporary architects are exploring new materials, construction techniques, and design strategies to create buildings that are energy efficient, environmentally friendly, and responsive to their surroundings. From green roofs and solar panels to adaptive reuse and smart technologies, these advancements are not just trends but essential components of modern architecture. Green roofs, for instance, provide insulation, reduce stormwater runoff, and create habitats for wildlife. Solar panels harness renewable energy, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and lowering carbon footprints. Adaptive reuse involves repurposing old buildings for new uses, preserving historical structures while reducing the need for new construction. The focus is on creating buildings that are not only aesthetically pleasing but also contribute to a healthier and more sustainable future. This means designing spaces that enhance the well-being of their occupants, promote energy efficiency, and use resources wisely. By integrating eco-friendly materials and smart technologies, architects are paving the way for a future where buildings are in harmony with the environment. The goal is to create a built environment that supports both human and ecological health, ensuring that future generations can enjoy a sustainable and beautiful world. Conclusion. American architecture, a reflection of ourselves. American architecture is a tapestry woven from diverse threads. It is a living, breathing entity that evolves with time, reflecting the myriad influences that have shaped this nation. Each style, from the humble colonial dwellings to the soaring skyscrapers that define our cityscapes and the sustainable structures of today, showcases the ingenuity and adaptability of American architects. These buildings tell a story about the nation's past, present, and aspirations for the future. They are silent witnesses to the events that have shaped our history and the dreams that drive us forward. This architectural legacy is not merely a collection of buildings, it is a testament to the creativity and resilience of the American spirit. It is a reflection of who we are as a people, our diversity, our unity, and our shared vision for a better tomorrow. Our values, our dreams, and our evolving relationship with the world around us are etched into the very fabric of our buildings. From the grandiose to the modest, each structure contributes to the rich mosaic that is American architecture. It is a living dialogue between the past and the future, a conversation that continues to inspire and challenge us. As we look to the future, our architecture will continue to evolve, reflecting new technologies, environmental considerations, and the ever-changing needs of our society. It is a journey that we all share, a story that we all contribute to, and a legacy that we all inherit.